Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. This is going to be a video for the sign of Capricorn. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it, okay, guys? So this will be for Capricorn. So I hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's doing good. Oops. You guys could be letting go of something. Just wanted to pop out. So this will be for the sign of Capricorn. Again, letting go just came out again. So obviously Capricorn, letting go is a pretty big energy for you right now, considering the fact that this just fell out twice. There's some type of emotions that run pretty deep here, whether it be emotions that are unprocessed, that are still kind of like within the subconscious, or these are things being, again, like stirred up. Like there's something going on here. I feel like this is an emotional process for sure. Now, whether it's on your end or somebody who you're connecting with, it's like a overall theme here of needing to let go of like what brings heavier energies. So it's like anything that you need to let go of, it's being brought up, like it's being brought full circle. Even there's some type of like opportunity for deep healing through this, because you've had to like grow through something. But see, you're seeing some type of reflection, maybe with self, with someone else. It's Capricorn. More cards than I thought. But they seem to all want to come out together, so I'm going to roll with it. Letting go, creativity, consciousness, guidance, stress. Interesting. I want to bring this down here. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple different things. The first thing that's kind of coming out is whatever it is that needs to be let go of is something that causes a great deal of stress. Now, it could be emotional, it could be leading into physical stress, it could be mental stress, emotional stress, physical stress, affecting health even, blocking creativity, blocking some type of connection. It's the stress. It's something that needs to be let go of because it doesn't serve you. It doesn't. There's an energy here that it's like, I don't know if you were doing a lot for other people, or if you were like trying to like do like multiple things at one time with like for other people, like where it's like you had to wear these hats, you know. I mean, it's Capricorn, right? Like Capricorns usually have responsibility in their life. Like they usually have a lot of responsibility, whether it be emotional, whether it be financial, whether it be, you know, with the people around them. So it's like having all these hats. But see, there's also another energy that's here that's like not, it's like there's an energy here. I can't tell if it's another person, like another connection here. I think it is, because it's almost like you had something close to you also kind of take the carpet out from underneath your feet. like a person, situation, something that, you know, you thought you could trust because there's this line that you're holding to them. It's some type of connection. And it's like this other energy is on flat ground, but you're actually like balancing on like a bubble. And so the way that I see that, especially with this card having water in the bottom of it, it's like you were dealing with like an energy or energies that, like, people, place, things that emotionally made you feel very ungrounded or would leave you in like open waters. Like wouldn't give any type of groundedness, or like there was something going on where it like there was an energy here that just like, it's like they clearly see that you're wearing all these hats, that you're doing all these things, that you're juggling all these things. You're working on all these projects. You could have a lot going on at work. You could have a lot going on at home. You could have a lot going on outside of work, like hobby-wise. It's Capricorn energy, right? You guys keep busy. Like, you guys have a lot going on. It's Capricorn. So it doesn't surprise me that you would have all these hats to wear. But it's like it's almost like even energies around you where it's like you weren't getting the support, the balance, the groundedness. It's like you were like literally hanging over open waters, and this person's like ready to pop your bubble at any point in time so that you fall in the water while they stay on ground. So this is an energy that didn't have a problem with you taking the load for something, or you like carrying something and like potentially falling into this water. Like, they were fine with it because they were on the ground, on the ground. You know, they had leverage on, like they had land. And so they're like, well, if you go down, you're going in the water, not me. So the water could represent emotions. This could be something emotional. Where it's like dealing with an energy that like, like intelligent though, like very intelligent energy, like knew what they were doing. And I feel like this energy caused a lot of stress, like, and I want to say emotionally because it's over water. And it's like this person wasn't giving you or like taking the risk for them to fall into the water. It was just you falling in the water. You know, like they would pop that bubble at any given point in time, that bubble that you're balancing on. Like, they'll pop it and then you're going straight into this water, which they're completely fine with. You know, that's how it's been put to me. But it's like this energy is very intelligent. But either way, this is being let go of, especially because the card is letting go. So it's like realizing that this was actually blocking creativity, blocking connection. Like, it created like a mental barrier, like emotional barrier, because it was all these hats that you like had to wear. Like all these things that you were trying to do. Like, this person has 3 arms and 3 legs. And it's like, you can't, like, you know, there's only so many things that you can take on and that you can juggle and that you can do. And it's like this person or this energy wasn't willing to I just want to say ground something. Now, another way that I see this is that you could be stressed out about where something's going. You feel like something's being guided. This is another scenario, right? Not the same scenario, but this is another scenario that I see. You could be stressed out about where something's going because you've realized that you had to let go of something, because you felt that intuitive pull. You felt that openness with source here. And it's like spirit told you, like your intuition told you that there's something that's better, you know. But it's like you're looking back at the stress card, like the person in this card is looking back at the stress card, and it's like not wanting to leave a situation or not wanting to move forward from a situation, even though it was stressful. It was like there was some type of comfort there where it felt like safe. It's like the situation felt safe because it was familiar, felt safe because it was comfortable. But it's like you're being pulled in a different direction, and it's like opening up to that and surrendering to this energy with consciousness. because it's this beautiful creative burst. Like, look at all the colors in these cards. Like, it's so beautiful. But it's like trusting that higher consciousness and that higher awareness, that you're being led in the right direction. And it's almost like you're being led directly to like somebody who is very nurturing and very loving and very supportive, somebody who could be in the arts. This could even be a healer. Like, you could be going to a healer, you could be doing like healing work. You could be taking a seminar, you could be taking a class, you could be just, you know, you could be going to yoga even. And it's like, this could represent like a teacher, a mentor, somebody who you connect with deeply, who brings healing, who brings creativity. This could even be a therapist to some degree. Like, this is somebody who, again, like knows how to let go, knows how to work those emotions, knows how to surrender. This is somebody who is connected. So you might come into contact with somebody, you might be going towards somebody that can help that can help you connect into that deeper. Because there was like a mental decision that took place, an emotional decision, mental decision of the mind. Can't pick up the cards. Let's pull one more for Capricorn. So you have past lives, but it actually came out reversed. And you have projections at the bottom of the deck. Either way, reversed or upright, part of the stress is connected somehow to like past lives, whether it be within this lifetime, like years, you know, or actually past lives, you know, depending on how you want to perceive it. This is something that it's like you have spirit, you have ancestors like watching you do all this stuff, like watching you wear all these hats, watching you, this is back to the first scenario, watching you wear all these hats, watching this all go down, right? And then there are these ancestors that have yet to come, the ones who have been here before us, and then the ones who have yet to come. And it's almost like doing work, like it's a recognition for that work, because it could be connected to past lives. And so there's kind of like this energy that it's like your hard work's not going to go unnoticed. Like, it's not going to go without being paid off. Whatever that means. Because you're being watched. Like, your ancestors are watching you. They see what's going on. They see you doing all this stuff. They're watching this person pop this bubble. Like, they're watching it. So they see it. They recognize it. But it's like, don't worry, because there's something here with that, especially with projections. Like, I don't know if there's like one person in particular, or if this has been like an ongoing thing where it's like experiencing those. There's that little gnat again, which I haven't seen in like, you know, forever. And now all of a sudden it comes back. This could be projections, especially with this water here, whether it be multiple people, because there's multiple candles, where it's like there's been a series of like relationships or like encounters. And despite what went on between them, there's actually some type of connection to like doing other work, like whether it be like karmic work or like ancestor work, like breaking patterns, like generational patterns. And it has to do with whatever these flames are, whatever these connections are. Again, it could be person, place, or thing. And you have patience in reverse, which again isn't negative in any way. It's actually, again, projections at the bottom of the deck again. So obviously there's some type of connection that's coming, or that you're in the midst of, like, again, because you have letting go and stress. So it's almost like as soon as this gets let go of, I'm about to sneeze. I'm sorry. Like, really? Like, of all things. Like, I really just, like, I don't want to sneeze right now. Like, so disruptive. It just, like, made my nose tingle, made my eyes water, and then it's like, am I gonna sneeze or not? Like, I don't know what this is. It's weird. But, like, this energy, it's there's something here where as soon as you let this go, it's like you step right into something else. It's like you're being led directly to something else. But it's with this patience card here, especially being in reversed, I almost feel like it's coming out of a time period of rest. I almost feel like it's taking action with this guidance here, because the way that I'm seeing it is it's like you're being pulled here. It's like you're being pulled from, like, a resting place. Like, you're actually, like, being pulled where it's like, okay, like, it's time to, go after something, or it's time to, like, follow in this direction, because there's some type of, like, a higher calling, or, like, some type of intuition, or some type of message that is brings a lot of creativity. It's like you're being guided towards this. So you might not have, like, I don't know why I want to say this, but it's like you might not have, like, you might not be expecting it, where it's like all of a sudden it's just like you just, like, go after something, and it's like you don't plan on it, and it's like a last minute thing, or like it's a split second decision, or like, I don't know what this is, but there's something like, again, it could be connected to some type of connection, but it's like a split second decision, or like a quick decision, but it's that consciousness, like, kicking in, and then, like, coming out of this, like, patience type of energy. Because if it would be upright, I would see it as being patient and, like, sitting and nurturing and waiting. But with it coming out in reverse, and this angel, like, literally on this card pulling this other person, it's like it's like somebody's, like, it's like you have, like, spirit, or like an ancestor, or like a guide coming to you and basically being like, all right, get up, let's go. Like, time to take action, or time to go in this direction. Because there's something here, whether it's another connection with playfulness and projections, it's something going on where this is, like, very deep. I know it's kind of vague, but it's like I can't put it any other way that they're giving me, or the way that I'm perceiving it. Because it's like opportunity is here for something, and then you have friendliness, which in this deck is kind of like the Lover's card, but it also represents friendships and romantic situations. So it's like this ripeness, even being in reversal, this ripeness is here. It's like there's something on the cusp. There's something, like, on the horizon that's just about, like, to come in and be balanced, or it's like about to flower. Again, you have the flowering card with creator. So there could be an energy here that's letting go of something from the past. And then you have clinging to the past here in reversed. So again, letting go, stepping into creator energy. You have masculine, feminine energies represented on both these cards. Both being in the same position, both harnessing the same types of energy. This ripeness card, friendliness, coming together. Projections, seeing something within one another that is within self, and then playfulness, wanting to recapture something, wanting to go after something. No longer sitting back. No longer putting on all these hats. Or at least limiting them. Because again, with, like, the hats, it's like it could be anything. It could be like you could have a lot going on. You could have, multiple projects going on. You have multiple responsibilities. And it's like letting go of, like, some of the stuff that you don't need to be juggling, that you don't need to be carrying. Because it's something here that was blocking creativity and blocking that energy flow. And so once that is let go of, it's like, boom, here comes this insight. And then all of a sudden it's like you're being like literally pulled in a different direction. So I don't know, this literally could be a new connection coming your way, or this could be somebody that you already know, especially with clinging to the past. Being in reverse and letting go. It's like somebody letting go of something from the past. But again, it could be just letting go of those past situations, those past connections, and moving forward to something that's new, something that you're being guided towards. It could be somebody who you already know. Temperance and the Nine of Pentacles just flipped in the deck. So this is regaining balance and confidence, security, abundance, getting that creative energy back, getting that confidence back, not being stressed out, relaxing, taking a day off, taking a weekend off, taking a week off. Ooh, the Fool fell out on my lap. Be careful not to, again, with those split-second decisions, if this is you or whether it's you or somebody you're connecting with, the only thing I have to say about the split-second decision is be careful and think it through, especially with the Fool. Because the Fool can also represent, like, decisions that are made without thinking, like, things through, like, not realizing, like, maybe consequences of the actions. Or this could be the Fool coming directly to this Nine of Pentacles, this person in the Nine of Pentacles, because you have a masculine and you have a feminine here. You also have Spirit represented too. So it's like the Two of Cups being represented in Temperance. Then you have this Nine of Pentacles. And then the Fool. And it's like this could be something being balanced out between two people. An opportunity. Could be connecting with fire. Nine of Wands. Somebody was very guarded. And this other person was very confident or very grounded. Eight of Wands. Communication, travel, quick, fast-moving energy with consciousness being over it. It could be insight. Knight of Pentacles. Wanting to move towards more committed ground, more stable ground, more reliable ground, but very slow energy. But with it being crowned with the Eight of Wands, it's like a speed to it, even though it's the Knight of Pentacles. And then you have the Page of Cups. This could be a message, an offer, an apology, but it's small. This could be movement towards, now if this isn't about romance and love, if this is about an opportunity, this could be like a creative adventure. This could be like a new opportunity to create something, and it's going to lead to some sort of stability, some type of groundedness, but it's going to require a lot of hard work, and it might require travel. But it's like a don't hesitate with something. Like, have the confidence to go after whatever this is, even though it might feel vulnerable. Another message is, if you are dealing with a connection, again, like I was saying, this is wanting to move to a more committed ground, to a more stable ground, but still with this Page of Cups. It's small. And then you have this Knight of Wands with this Nine of Swords. So again, you have that anxiety, that stress, sleepless nights, nightmares, anxiety again, limiting beliefs. It's like, do I take action? Do I not take action? Do I go after it? Do I not? It's like hitting the gas, hitting the brakes, hitting the gas, hitting the brakes. And I feel like this is all kind of going on in someone's mind. Six of Pence. It's like, do I give? Do I give balance? Do I balance it out? What do I do? Hmm. Oops. Two of Swords in reversed. Hmm. So there could have been an energy here where it's like not wanting to make a decision about something, not wanting to let something go. Tell me more about this Nine of Pence with the Two of Swords. Three of Wands. Interesting. I mean, Three of Cups. And the reason why I said, okay, that's interesting, because I said Three of Wands. So somebody could be like really in their head about like how to come forward, how to give. Like I almost feel like I have pressure in my ears. Like I feel like I'm underwater. And it's like, how do I give? Do I like this or that? It's like confusion. And then I think it's ironic that I saw this as a Three of Wands. And usually like when I see the Three of Wands, it's like daydreaming, like thinking, like pondering. And with the Nine of Wands being here and the Three of Cups kind of like crowning it a little bit, I almost see this as like somebody being very guarded because they're like, is this A going to be successful, or are there other people? Death card. So total transformation. Four of Cups. Feeling left out, feeling like they missed an opportunity. So I feel like you're dealing with an energy that makes decisions and doesn't like think, or like they made a decision and they didn't think about it, or they didn't like weigh all the options. Could be Libra. They didn't like think about how something was going to be received, or they didn't think about I don't know what that is. Like it's interesting. Like it's like almost like, okay, King of Wands just flipped over and showed itself to me. So could be connected with a fire sign. This is somebody again who like doesn't think about it's like they made like they took some type of a leap of faith, right? They did something, they like maybe committed to something, maybe made plans, maybe like said something. And then it's like they hit the gas, they hit the brakes, they hit the gas, they hit the brakes. And it's like not thinking through like what they say or what they do, or like this person's all over the place, to be completely honest. It's like their own fears are like keeping them from like coming in consistent if you're dealing with somebody. It's like they know they have to come in with this Knight of Pence and the Six of Pence. Like they know they have to come in and give some type of balance. But it's like they're still like really guarded, but they're like sitting as a fool. And it's almost like their guardedness is like from their of what they're thinking. Like with this Nine of Swords being here too. And then this Death card, it's like what? Like you could have been dealing with an energy that was like wanted to reconcile, but then like ended up like backing out. And it could have to do with like self-esteem, or like not thinking things through, like not like realizing that it's like they have to come correct, but then like not like thinking about like what they said or something. But then it's like when they think about it, they're like, oh, I actually have to like, it's like they remember like they can't come in like half-ass, like they have to come in like 100%. And then it's like cold feet, kind of. Because they think that there's like other people or something, or they're like scared that like something isn't going to go the way that they want it to go, or like they don't know if like some type of reunion would be successful, but like they want to come in as the Knight of Pence. They're pulled to it. They have the insight. Like, what the hell is this person doing? You could be dealing with somebody in air sign too, or somebody who's strong air in their chart with the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is somebody who thinks too much. And then there's an energy over here, like with this feminine energy over here. It's like you let go of something if you're in feminine energy, and you like refuse to like make some type of decision, or you came out of a decision. And that decision was to let something go because you're no longer wearing these hats, or you're no longer like participating in whatever this is. Like you're trying to get that creativity back, you're trying to get that confidence back, and you're like, I'm coming out of this two of swords because you've learned like letting go because something stressed you out. And it's like not letting this energies, like other energy, like stress you out because I don't know what this is about, but it's like somebody like wanted to meet up and then like backed out of it, like hit the gas, hit the brakes, hit the gas, hit the brakes. Star card. What? Tell me about this Nine of Pence, this feminine energy that's just sitting over here, like watching this whole thing kind of go down. Three of Swords. Doesn't surprise me. So obviously the situation like sucked. Like obviously it hurt to some degree. Three of Swords is usually something in the past. There was some type of healing that had to take place with the star. Tell me about this Three of Swords. Ace of Wands. Hoping that this would come in, hoping that this passion was there, like this passion would spark, like holding on to it, the Four of Pence. Holding on to something. The Devil, it turned out to be toxic, or maybe it turned out to be something that wasn't emotionally fulfilling. Maybe you realized that somebody was only holding on to something for sex, or maybe you realized that somebody was only holding on to something for, physical means. Maybe you realized that something was toxic, that something was, codependent, something was addictive. Maybe you realized that something was just full of passion and no emotional consistency, right? Because the Three of Swords with the Star card, it's like the Ace of Wands is great, don't get me wrong, but like if you're looking for, again, Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Five of Cups and the Four of Swords, oh my gosh, with the Hermit, I feel like you had hope that something would be emotionally fulfilling, or that somebody could come in with emotions, but like this person's only coming in with like the Devil and the Ace of Wands. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with passion, but I feel like you want it more. Like you want it some type of groundedness with emotions. You want it to dive deep with someone in emotions. You want it to be emotional with somebody. You want it to connect with somebody. And what you were getting was purely physical or purely based in the material realm. Like this person wasn't willing to give you more than physical things or material things. And it looks like the energy that you're connecting with, it's like they go back and forth. They go back and forth. Like if they want to take action, they don't want to take action. They want to take action, they don't want to take action. They want to take action, they don't want to take action. Their intuition is telling them something. But to be quite frank here, this feminine energy that's sitting over here just watching all of this, which I feel like this feminine energy is who I'm reading for, you let this go, or you're in the process of letting it go. Because you're recognizing that this is like holding you back from like being creative, being passionate, being like that spark. You know what I'm saying? Like you realize like this connection is like weighing you down. And so you might even be considering like, I'm just going to go in a different direction, or I'm going to go and, focus on myself with the Nine of Pence. Let spirit balance this out with Temperance. Because obviously there's some type of connection here. But the thing is with Temperance is like it's realizing that like something's going to take time. Something's going to need to require patience. Being willing to let something go because it needs to just work itself out. You see what I'm saying? Because this person might not be in a position to offer anything stable because they're coming in all over the place. Like literally all over the place. And I'm just now seeing the chat. Blessings from Costa Rica. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. And Jessica. Oh, it sounds right. Thank you for the confirmation. This is really confusing energy. But I feel like the feminine energy that I'm reading for came to this realization. Now, the devil isn't always toxic. Okay, it doesn't have to always be toxic. But with the presence of the Nine of Swords, with the presence of the Nine of Wands, I want to say that this is probably toxic. To some degree. Okay, to some degree. Whether it was keeping you emotionally stuck or feeling like vulnerable, especially with the Five of Cups. This is like mourning. This is, requiring like with the Five of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Hermit. This is something that even could have affected your emotional health, like your mental health, your physical health. Like it took a toll on you. And it's like not being willing to allow that to affect you anymore because you want the Ten of Cups. So I feel like you kind of like retreated your energy, but with you coming out as the Nine of Pence, like you weren't down for long, if that makes sense. Like you actually bounced back relatively quickly. And I feel like it's because of the lessons that you've learned in the past that helped you kind of like make this decision that's best for you. Now, if I were to kind of loop this back around, this person could very much well come back and try to communicate here because the energy is here for it. But again, like this is just kind of like a heads up of being like this person's energy, like they're still growing through something. They're still like trying to figure themselves out. And so the King of Swords came out, but still they're showing up as a page, they're showing up as a knight. There's also an energy here where it's like you could have thought that something was over, and just as you thought that something was over and just as you like kind of process something emotionally, it's like something transforms itself. Like here comes something. Like I don't know if it's new, if it's past energy. I don't have the Six of Cups out. But it's like as soon as Seven of Pence, it's like waiting. So it's like as soon as you let go of that waiting energy, it's like boom, something comes in. But again, this is just a heads up. You know what I'm saying? This is a generalized reading, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. Good morning, Catherine. Good to hear from you. But Wheel of Fortune. So honestly, when dealing with this energy, I feel like you already have some type of insight that you're being guided in a different direction. And as much as it kind of sucks, it's like use your judgment, like use your discernment for whatever, your situation is. Because this is just a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. And if somebody comes in and they prove and like they show themselves and they're like, hey, like they're being authentic, then absolutely, you know what I mean? Make your best judgment. But this is just a heads up as to like where the energy is at, and they're kind of all over the place. Because it's like they want to come in as the fool, but they're not like thinking clearly about like the results of doing something, or they're not like thinking about like how something could potentially go down. Like they're not emotionally like thinking about something, like the commitment level of like what it means to come in and what it means to show up for somebody, especially when they're sitting at the Nine of Pence. And so that's why I feel like you get this hot and cold type of energy, because it's like this person wants to come in, but then they back out of it. And I feel like it comes down to them knowing that they have to show up with this balance, but it's like they haven't quite figured it out yet because they're still kind of sitting in this Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords. But then with this Wheel of Fortune, it's like something's spinning in your favor. So just have patience, because something's been invested. But yeah, the Queen of Swords, use your best discernment. So you have the King of Wands, the bottom of the deck, with the Knight of Cups, the Moon card, and Justice. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this person could show up, and they're saying, like, with the Queen of Swords, like, have your boundaries, you know what I mean? Like, with this person, because their energy is a little bit all over the place. But with Justice being here, it's like, you get what you put out. And it's like a recognition of something too. So with Justice and the Moon, it's like you might not see something coming, or something might not be quite clear yet. And that's why I say, like, you might think something's over, but it's like, here comes this Knight of Cups, just when you think something's over. And it's like recognition for something. Libra energy here. Balance. Like, maybe in the past this person was very in and out, especially with the Devil and the Ace of Wands, and you have this King of Wands. They can be a little bit non-committal sometimes, but not always. King of Wands commits. But you have this Queen of Swords with this Nine of Pence. And I'm telling you, like, Queen of Swords doesn't take any bullshit. And this King of Wands knows it. So you're dealing with somebody who's well aware. Like, they are well aware of what they have to do, or like how they need to show up or something. They know they got to come in with that passion, and they know that they have to come in with emotion too. And so with this Moon card, it's like somebody might not be telling you everything, or like somebody's not like showing you like something. They don't want you to see something quite yet. Secrets, you know what I mean? But with Justice coming out with the Moon, it's almost like behind the scenes, like what you don't see coming is this Knight of Cups. And it goes back to what I was saying in the beginning of the read, where it's like you have ancestors watching you, and you have like spirit watching you. And it's like, believe me when I say that, like, nothing goes unnoticed. So all the good things, all the lessons, all the hard work, like all that stuff's being accounted for. It's being taken note of. And that's why I feel like with this Knight of Cups, it's like, whether it's a new person, whether it's this person who you're thinking of, you're going to get something with the Wheel of Fortune. Something positive. It's going to bring a lot of happiness too. But there was something that went down that caused this Hermit, Four of Swords, Five of Cups energy. And I feel like with the Nine of Pence, you bounce back from it fairly quickly. Because you realized something. You realized that, you know, you can't wear all those hats. You can't balance all those things. It's like you got to let go of what's not bringing you happiness. Like, if it's just bringing stress, it's like you got to let it go. And believe me when I say, if something's meant to be, like, it'll come back around. Like, nothing that's truly meant for you is going to miss you. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to find you. So you have the Seven of Cups. Page of Wands. This is your advice. This is like, look at everything around you. You know? Don't be afraid to go after something that brings you passion. Like, don't be afraid to, like, go after something. Don't hold yourself back. Have the strength to overcome something. Have the strength to step into passion. And also have the confidence to, like, look at what's being presented to you, too. Because I feel like you're going to have options. Or you're going to have multiple paths. This could be also confusion, too. So do your best to, like, try not to get caught up in the confusion. If there is confusion. I'm also getting a headache. So pay attention to that. So let me see. Whoop. Okay, I wasn't ready. Still not ready. Go together. Success and helpful people. So I don't know, you're going to be successful at something, or you're going to have help doing something. It goes back to the beginning part of the reading where I said, like, you might be guided in a different direction. You might meet someone who's going to help you. Or you're going to meet, like, a new group of people, new friends. But again, with this, like, letting go, it's like you came to the realization and the acceptance that it's like you can't hold on to whatever this is. And it didn't like keep you down for long. Like you processed how you were feeling, and then you stepped back out into the Nine of Pens. And I don't know, just use your best judgment with this other energy, because if they show up, then they show up, right? But if they're coming in and it's inconsistent, it's like pay attention to that. You know what I mean? Like, because you already learned this. Like, don't get caught up in something because of hope. You know what I mean? Like, look at the facts. Look at where this person is right now, not what could be. See, okay, it goes back to what I was saying. You might get a message, especially with express. Express your love. You deserve love and true love. So it's like you deserve love. Don't be afraid to go after it. You deserve what it is that you put out. Like, you deserve the kindness that you give to other people. You deserve the love that you give to other people. There is true love out there that's coming directly towards you. I feel like you have your eye on it. You already see it. There's some type of expression. There's some type of gesture that's going to be made. So I don't know. I mean, it looks really good. Despite what's here now, it could be very illusionary energy that's going on right now. But just give it some time and have some patience, because I feel like you're going to find something here, especially with true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. You are lovable. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So either you or somebody that you're connecting with is going to express something. And it's like, know that you're worth it. Know that you deserve true love. Like, know that you deserve the highest love of all. See what I'm saying? Like, don't be afraid of that. Don't let other people tell you otherwise. Like, don't settle. See what I'm saying? Like, don't be afraid to walk away from breadcrumbs when you can have a whole ass loaf. You know? Like, so I'm going to leave it at that, Capricorn. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. It means the world to me. I love you guys so much. I truly wish you the best in this situation, and I will be back to do the other signs. So thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.